Problem number 5. Okay, so moving on to the next problem. Now, the next problem that we had, Nick, is with the thread on the drive gear, on one of the main, on the clutch gear, sorry. So this here is, a clutch gear from one of our engines, okay, not from the ones that you supplied, but you know, from the ones that we used to sell before. And if you have a look here, and this is the gear removal tool. Now on our engines, if I think you've seen it now, so I can come back here. If I put this in here, okay, and I screw it in, it goes, look, when I screw this in, it goes all the way in. Okay, it goes in, so it's fine. When you want to pull the this clutch gear here, when you need to pull it out, this goes all the way in, and it will come out fine, because you'll put this bigger the gear removal tool here. You'll screw this all the way in, then you'll screw this one in, you'll hold this one in place, and it will pull the clutch gear out of the case. Okay, but what happens is, on your clutch gears, the ones that you supplied us, this is just one of the packets, and I've also found this on the engines as well. The thread on yours here, if we zoom in and zoom out, if I can get this in here, I'll come a bit closer so you can see what I'm talking about. Right, so these are the ones that you supplied us, okay. The thread inside here has not been done properly. So what happens is, when you put the gear puller tool in like this, okay, and you try to screw it in, it only goes in that much, it only goes in a little bit, it doesn't screw all the way down to the bottom, okay. So for example, this is it again, so watch, so it only goes in this much, okay. So you put it in here, and it goes, well, I'll try to get it in, it'll just go in there and it'll stop, it doesn't go in anymore. Now what happens is, because it doesn't go in anymore, when you hold this one in place with the ratchet or a wrench, and then you try to screw this one in to pull this gear out, the thread gets stripped, because there's not much grip. This thread strips from here, okay, and you can't pull the gear out. So you need to make sure on the next order that all of these clutch gears that you provide on the engines and as spare parts, the thread inside here is done properly. The thread inside here is M27 times 1 thread, M27 times 1 millimeter thread. Okay, the pitch of the thread is 1 millimeter. Example here as well, the pitch of the thread on this, yeah, the pitch of the thread on this here is M27 times 1 millimeter. But the thread on here, okay, it could be that the tool they were using to make the threads, okay, it was probably worn out, so it never did the, although it looks correct, it never threaded the gear properly, because they never put the thread properly in here. This tool here, it doesn't go in all the way, it just goes in a little bit and then it stops there. Whereas if you have a look on our one, right, let's have a look on our one. This is one from our engines, okay. If I zoom in here, you can see here the thread on our ones has been done perfectly. So when you try to put the tool in, it goes in all the way, okay. So it goes in all the way, and it'll give you a good grip to pull this gear out with. So as I say again, just to summarize, what you need to do, please, is whoever supplies you with these gears, this is our one, not this one, but this is your one here, yeah. So whoever supplies you with these gears, you need to have a word with them and tell them that the thread inside here has not been done properly. They need to fix the thread inside here. Otherwise, I mean, luckily we haven't had any complaints so far, but we know that when people come to take these out, they're going to have big problems. What will happen is it won't go in. It will just go in that, well, it hasn't even gone in there, let's have a look. It'll just go in that little bit, and when they try to pull it out, it will rip the thread out because it hasn't gone in deep enough. So please, can we have this issue sorted out before the next order as well, please. So moving on to the next problem.